Hey guys, how's it going? It's Torment here. Welcome to Chasing Rank 1 in Solo Standard, episode 24. So the series hasn't been going too well lately. Right now we're at number 58 on the leaderboard. I think we've dropped down. I think we were above 50 before, but since I haven't played in a little bit, a good amount of people have passed me. So 58 right now, 1335 at MMR. The number one spot just keeps going higher and higher. Actually, right now it's myself at 1467, just 1 point above whoever was there first before me, Freaky. But yeah, it looks pretty tough. It's like 132 points to get there. That's gonna be a lot, especially since I haven't gotten an episode where I got 2 wins in a row in so long, and I'm honestly don't think it'll happen for a while. I tried to do live comms for these games, but I got interruptions in both games, and that wasn't possible, so I have to do post commentary over this. I'm sorry, but anyways, we're just gonna get right into the game. Alright, so into game 1, actually a pretty good start to this lobby. I recognize the whole other team. Dappy Doodah is actually Dapper, and everybody else I recognize or I've seen in this game at some point or another. Most are high-level players. Actually, they're all high-level players, but I think most of them play competitive in some way or another. And yeah, we're just going to see how this goes. Nice little wasteland game, too. Gonna move up here. I want to see how Pepiopi handles this. Could possibly get a pass. Didn't really work out, but I was there just in case something got through to the middle. You never want to have your teammate make a great pass and you're never there, so I just made sure I was there. Gonna see if Pepiopi gets the touch. He actually ends up faking the touch, which results in me having to do something awkward after they get the play. And that was just really weird 50-50 in general there. I rotate behind just in case that 50-50 goes in, which actually is pretty scary. It went across, and that could have been a pass, or a possibility to become a pass or not, but either way it ended up going across, and nobody was expecting a pinch that fast, so it was all safe. So right there, Dapper did a really good job at cutting that, and I wasn't able to read it. He's a really good dribbler. Obviously, he's a really high-level ones player, and he just cut that around me. I thought he was going to flick it later, so that's why I challenged where I was, but he ends up beating me. Both my teammates thought I had the challenge as well, so they weren't in a position in net to stop it, and I don't know why I jumped for that there. That was kind of weird for me. Probably should have played that smarter or something. I had like 20 boosts. Usually when you go for an aerial 20 boosts, you gotta use your boost perfectly to get to the right spot you want to. No room for mid-air adjustment. And yeah, we got I missed it. And right there I had no boost to catch up to that. I just had the hope a teammate could help me out, and it didn't really happen, so Dapper ends up getting another goal, and we're already down 2 goals, so that's not a good start, but we'll see how this goes. Moving on. Just staying in net, my teammate was in the corner. Instead of going back, he rotates around and hit the ball, which is fine. It's probably a safer option than waiting for me to go and hoping I want to go when he doesn't know what position I'm really in. So that was fine. I just got to make sure I wait there and don't get over anxious and leave the net open. And actually, that demo there helps me rotate back for my team. Since actually none of them were in that, so I was actually able to take that spot since I got demoed, so that wasn't too bad. Want to make sure I get this touch to the side. Actually, not as much to the side as I wanted to, because as you can tell, it gave Dapper a dribble, and as you can also tell, Dapper gets not an easy dribble, but he gets a good dribble off of it, because I kind of gave him the ball. Both my teammates challenged, and they just kind of got sliced by that cut and thrown out of the play pretty quickly. Already a forfeit thrown up. Definitely not accepting that. I want to wait at least till like we're down like to at least half the game for. Obviously 3 goals in half a game is not impossible. I almost own goal there. I don't even know what I was doing, but it results in hitting off my teammate and then going to the other team, and then they put it behind both my teammates. I don't know. I think that would have made it across. I'm not really sure, but either way, both my teammates positioned in the same spot, and another forfeit's thrown up. Again, not gonna accept that. I at least want to show you guys most of the game. Obviously, this is very unlikely, but I'm not gonna give up. Obviously, on the dream. We're not going to give up on the dream just yet. But obviously, both my teammates probably don't think we're going to win. That means it's usually probably not going to happen. And so that's about it. I decided to take this for a dribble, though. Take it slow. Maybe get a play out, Take one out of the play instead of just giving it to the other team. It results in just getting beat anyways, though. Or getting dunked. It didn't really matter. I take that slow since he was flying for a dunk. I don't want to get dunked into the middle of the field. That was actually a pretty good win there for the 50-50, but he's able to get the hit. Teammate misses. Other teammate decides to go. Just got to make something happen, even though I knew going into that, like, there's no way a goal's coming out of this. I go anyways, and Dapper gets, or no, sorry, Tune gets a dribble goal. I don't know why I thought that was Dapper for some reason, but that was a good dribble from Tune. Ends up destroying our last man back, but we shouldn't have left him in that position anyways. Usually when someone gets dribbled on, unless it's a really easy dribble to stop, you shouldn't really blame the person who got dribbled on completely. It's not really entirely their fault. And right there, I decided to forfeit finally. I mean, 6 goals in less than 2 minutes. Not going to happen with the rate that game is going. And we lose the game to Dapper, Tune, Savvy Seal. Pretty good team we played against. Honestly, we were just outmatched completely. We got nothing. Like, nothing done. All their dribbles were going by us, you know. We didn't really do much. And, yeah, we ended up losing that game pretty poorly. So after that game, we moved down to number 87 on the leaderboards, which is now at 1324. That was a pretty big hit. But we're hoping in the next game to get those points back. We'll see how it goes. Usually, how these episodes go is either I lose both, or it's the second game I'm getting my points back. Kind of sucks because obviously we know we can't make any progress in this episode. And actually, if we lose this next game, we'll lose top 100. So, you know, hope that doesn't happen. Alright, so into the second game, we actually have another pretty good lobby. Instead of having Pepiopi on my team, he's now on Dapper's team, and I have Chrome instead. The other 2 players I haven't heard of, but still, this should be a good lobby and a good game to have. So I'm just going to wait to see how he hits this. He actually doesn't hit it, and in return, I also don't hit the ball. Thank God my teammate was there, and he was able to you know, make a pretty easy hit anyways, and it wasn't really dangerous. I made sure I hit that soft. I got like that half flip, kind of got a soft touch out. Didn't want to hit it too far that Chrome couldn't reach. And I wanted to just make that into a pass for a follow-up. So I got on that tip there, I kind of hit it further than I wanted to. I actually end up cutting it into middle anyways for a decent pass, but I didn't have a teammate there. They were probably ready for a 50-50 or something with Dapper, and didn't really result in anything. I wanted a better hit in general for myself, though. On the first touch, I kind of put it too far. Good pass up from Chrome. I go for a follow-up. I kind of wanted that ball off the corner instead of hitting it off that like side wall, because it just stayed in the corner instead of bouncing all out. But what are you going to do? It's kind of a mistouch. Simple save. I go for the follow-up, even though I see my teammates there. I don't think that was really his ball, necessarily, since I hit that ball off the wall, and I was definitely looked like I was following it. But that's all kind of... It could have been both of our balls, basically, is what I'm trying to say, but we both went. And Dapper actually beats our last back. Our last back is a little impatient. He might have thought I was there yet. I mean, I was already there, but I was not there. I didn't have any boost either, and I couldn't really find any. And our teammate gets beat. I can't really catch up to that, and Dapper scores. So not a good start to this game either. Obviously, the last game started with Dapper dribble on us. That's a good ball, though. Pepiopi just swings in front of me, though. I maybe should have faked that because he predicted where I was shooting that. Obviously, it's really predictable. There's only one place I can really go with that. And he was able to predict it. I should have faked or something because he would have just flew right by that. And I think I would have been able to score it. But that's so easy to say in hindsight. Obviously, I am... when you're in the moment of that, you don't really think the same way, obviously. Following up this, we actually have 3 people moving up. I just want to make sure, just in case the ball goes middle. Unfortunately, that didn't go middle. That actually ended up going to the post and in. But if it did go middle, I would have been there. Looking for boost pads right now since I'm only at 24. I realized that I can go for this anyways since he's air dribbling, and it looks like he was losing it pretty soon. 24 boost. I actually hit the boomer in my life, and it hits off the ceiling and goes right in the net. So I think a nice cross mapper off the ceiling. I mean, not really trying to score that. I was just trying to give them a hard ball to hit at us again, or maybe me follow up. And Dapper just kind of half flipped or back flipped. I mean, backwards by accident. And I don't know. I guess that's just what happens. Either way, I'll take it. Tie it up finally. I want to challenge this early so Dapper can't get a touch middle. He ends up getting the touch around me anyways, but Pepiopi missed the shot. So that was poor defense on my part. We just kind of got lucky that Pepiopi didn't take a good shot. It would have been really hard for him to get like a really good shot that would have been scored with a decent defense anyways. So I think we were alright as long as Pepiopi didn't hit a nutty shot or something. I got destroyed in that 50-50 a little bit. That could have been pretty bad. Fortunately, we had Chrome, and obviously when there's a 50-50, it's sometimes hard, or it's oftentimes hard for the other players to predict where it's going to go. Hence why it's like almost like a coin flip on how's it going to work out. And I'm not really sure what happened here. I know Chrome had the shot. I think Dapper might have bumped Pepiopi or something. Not entirely sure, but either way, Chrome gets a goal. I'm not sure if that was savable, but you know, we'll take it. Just like the last one, we'll take them. I turn right there just because I know, even though my teammate probably wants to rotate in, and I turn again, I guess I'm just not rotating at all. Kind of weird for me. I usually go back and stuff like that, but it actually almost results in a goal. My teammate gets a crossbar. Actually, a really good shot off the crossbar, but unfortunately not there. So I get to tap up, and I actually don't get the follow up. Dapper beats me again on a ball, which is another example of poor defense from me. But Pepiopi ends up actually whiffing the shot, and we end up turning out all right. Good flick from my teammate and a good follow up. Unfortunately, the follow up was slow, and it didn't pass the goal, and they were able to save it. But either way, the next offensive opportunity we had, they had no challenge because the save went off the post. That was actually a really good awareness from Chrome to pass that over to me instead of taking a shot. And I literally just put that where nobody ever saves them. And back of the net. Now we're up 2. That's pretty good. It's looking pretty bright for this game. I'm not really sure what I was thinking there. I was trying to, like, you know, just kind of cut past it, make it really confusing. But it wasn't confusing. Obviously, the guy straight up dunked me. Told me nope, and that ball was not going to the middle anytime soon. There I go back instead. I don't want to turn on something like that just in case I have a teammate going, and he actually ends up going at the last possible second, and yeah, but it ends up turning out alright. It could have been bad if I went for a better hit, but we ended up being alright. Last man back situation for our teammate. Good challenge from him though to take that. He knew that Dapper was kind of like slowing his move. And kind of odd from Pepiopi. He gets faked as well, but since my teammate faked left, was able to cut in front of it. But that would have been a pretty funny play. Not sure what that hit was. I wish I got a better pinch on that. But either way, clock's ticking down, and we end up being alright since what I did bought like 3 seconds or so. It's kind of not really intentional, but either way, we actually end up winning that game. So, you know, just like it always goes, we actually end up winning the second game, getting our points back. So, you know, not too bad. Did pretty decent that game. Got our revenge on Dapper for beating us. I think he's beat me twice now this series. He beat me in another episode 1 game. And after that game, we actually ended up moving back up to just around where we were before. I think we went down a point. I think we were at 1335. Now we're at 1334. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, we're back up to the same spot about where we were. Obviously a win and a loss. Usually they even out for the most part. Sometimes there's like, you know, a point or 2 down, never a point or 2 up, but usually a point or 2 west. But anyways, not too bad. I guess we're just going to sit in the same spot. And before I go, I just want to ask one more thing. I know this series has been going on for a while, and obviously we were high up before, and I think I hit my peak on this series because we're going down, and I don't think there's ever going to be a time where I'm winning every game back to back to back. Because that's the only way we're going to get back up where we were. We had to win like 8, 9 games in a row probably to get back to top 10. Something crazy like that. So I was wondering if you guys want me to continue this series or if you want me to, you know, just keep going to the end of the season 4, which is July 5th. So that's only like a couple more weeks. I could do that, or I could go to like 2s, or I could maybe go to like, no, never mind. Not going to 1s, but I could maybe go to 2s or something, or something like that. Anyways, leave suggestions. I need something. I don't think I want to redo this series next season, because that would be kind of, I don't know, the solo standard gets hard sometimes, and it gets kind of annoying, and sometimes I just get bored of it. So anyways, just leave suggestions. I appreciate you guys watching anyways, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.